Hello. So the Threads saga confusion issues seems to be kind of sorting itself out. So I got an email a couple of days back saying, "Oh, yeah. So we realised that you didn't get your graphic novels. You only had comics." And I hadn't replied. I hadn't written to them at all. I'm assuming other people had said something, and enough other people had said something that they sent out an email to everyone saying, "Oh, our bad, mea culpa. We forgot your graphic novels, so we're gonna send them to you separately." So yeah, they've sent them out separately. So yeah, this is the Hot Group, which is the parent company, and obviously where are we? Zavvi, there it is. So they're what they're under. So yeah, this is. It does feel like 2 graphic novels in here, which is very cool. And this arrived this morning. And for those of you keeping track, no, my geek gear, wizardry, and wearables, and everything that's supposed to be festive that was supposed to be here for end of November, very beginning of December, is not here. So unless I'm going to get a second delivery, which is maybe it's unlikely now. It's booked on 1 o'clock. But you know, here's me. There I am, and yeah, I haven't had my festive boxes from Geek Gear, which is a bit thing. I trust that I will get them. I trust that they will send them to me, but obviously they're not getting them for Christmas Day now, which is kind of disappointing. But they're usually pretty good. They will send them out, and they do keep communications going, saying, "Oh, sorry because of this, or because of that." Yeah, so that's Geek Gear. This is Zavvi. Let's see what we got then, shall we? Yeah, this seems appropriate to share it with you guys, since I shared you the boxes. So what do we got? Is this 2 or is this 1? All right, there's 2. This is one skinnier than the other. Let's see what this first one is, and it is Cyborg. DC Universe Rebirth Cyborg. So there's a couple of these rebirths I've got now. As I said, I'm more, generally speaking, I have more Marvel. And is that like a to be continued? Oh, that's some big splash pages here. Cyborg I know very little about. I'm basically knowing he's one of the Teen Titans. I mostly know Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go. Because, people said this is a really funny show, and I watched a few episodes and agreed. This is a really funny show. Nice big colourful splash page here as well. What does the back say? Refreshes the reader on the titular character whilst establishing cast and setting, and it does that in a particularly magnificent fashion. That's comicosity. It's packed with full surprises from the start. Newsrama. It's the war between man and machines, and Cyborg is trapped in the middle. Cyborg is a member of the Justice League. He's one of the Earth's greatest heroes, but is Cyborg really who he thinks he is? When a shocking discovery about his own origin makes Victor Stone question everything he thought he knew about his identity and humanity, it seems Cyborg might be more machine than man after all. But if that's the case, which side will Cyborg take when a mysterious cybernetic entity starts a war between man and machine? Now the people Victor Stone cares about the most are caught in the crossfire, and the choices he makes may mean the difference between the survival of mankind and an artificially intelligent future. Can Cyborg display the heart of a hero, or will he be torn in two by his dual nature? Cyborg Volume 1, The Imitation of Life. So there you go. That's what it's about. Sorry, there's a lot of writing. Yeah, okay. I mean, like I said, because I've mostly been collecting Marvel comics, mostly through my subscription, to, Earth's the Greatest Hero, the Eagle Moss collection. It does mean that when I get a DC magazine, I'm less likely to have the DC one than I am to have a Marvel one. So that's always good. So, yeah, I'm slowly building up my DC thing. There's a lovely centre splash page here with everybody. So we've got We've got Bats. Got Wonder Woman in the middle there. Soups. I'm guessing that's one of the bad guys. There's that Green Lantern and is that Cyborg himself? It's hard to tell in this thing, but that's, you know, the artwork in these sequential art books are always good. Always good. So yeah, cool. We got Cyborg. And let's see what the other one is, because the other one feels a little bit thicker. I don't know if it's going to have DC or something else. Oh no, it's DC. It's Superman. Ooh, Superman, Dark Knight over Metropolis. Is this a classic? Oh, this is a classic. Look at that. That's old school. I'll enjoy this. And the thing is, with old school ones, they do tend to be one shot. So yeah, end. So this might be a collection of stories. Part 3 of 3. Here we go. How far back does this go? Let's read the back. Let's read the back, shall we? A mystery in Gotham leads Batman to Metropolis and a team up with Superman. When a dead body in Gotham City turns up with a kryptonite ring and a bus ticket from Metropolis, Batman has no choice but to follow the clues where they lead. The home city of the Man of Steel. But Superman is busy with a case that may be more than he can handle. His friend Cat Grant is the material witness in a trial that could help bring down the tourist intergang. But, sorry, the writing's quite small on this. But then he makes her and everyone she cares about a target. Oh, that makes it, yeah. Her and everyone she cares about a target. Including Clark Kent and Lois Lane. To get to the bottom of the kryptonite ring killings, the world's finest superheroes will have to team up to take on intergangs, enforcers, supervillains, and the tourist Lex Luthor, all while learning to trust one another, or each other. Classic Superman creators Dan Sturgeon, Jerry Ordway, John Byrne, Roger Stern, Art Adams, Bob McLeod, and will present Superman, Dark Knight over Metropolis, an action-packed Superman and Batman team-up collection, Action Comics 653 to 654, Adventures of Superman 466 to 67, and Superman 44 and Action Comics number 1. Oh, Action Comics Annual number 1. So there we go. It is a collection of Superman, Batman, smash-up comics that I would assume tell a cohesive story over the volumes. So I think, yeah, so over in the Eternal page here we got Superman, Dark Knight, got Skeeter, Limits of Power, Love and Death, Dark Knight over Metropolis Part 1, Green Death of the Crime Alley, Part 2, Taken to the Grave, Part 3, Deadly Covenant. So yeah, there must be the individual story titles there with all the very talented writers and artists. Yeah, no, this is cool. Oh, it's even got that old school papery smell to it. Oh no, don't know what's going on here, but that's a charming looking person. Is that a fella? Is that a fella or a lassie? Looks like it might be a lassie. Yeah. There you go. Spoilers for that story. This I've never read. Like I said, I've got a few. In terms of DC that I would have gone out and bought myself, I probably have linked more towards Superman. I've got, I've actually got Red Sun, which I haven't read yet, but that's quite interesting. That's the one where what if Superman had landed in, well, Cal had landed in Russia rather than Kansas, and what that would have been. I've started reading it, I haven't finished it yet, so that's kind of cool. I do have, like, is it like year 1 or whatever, the Batman story, just because it was on a the start of a graphic novel collection that I didn't start subscribing to because I'm running out of room, but because it's like issue 1 and issue 2, there was like £2 and £5 for, like, you know, books that are worth 10-15 quid, so, you know, you make value. Yeah, so I if I'm going to be getting graphic novels, I do kind of prefer it when it is DC. Not, as I said, I'm not massively a big fan of DC. Overall, I like DC, but because I have more Marvel comics, there's less likely to be a clash of titles I've already got if I get a DC over a Marvel. So that's kind of cool. Although that being said, and I've mentioned this before, I do kind of miss getting just normal paperbacks from these Threads boxes, because I got quite a few really interesting books. Yeah, fine, I still haven't read them, but a few of them have really intrigued me. There's one called Nod, in which people can no longer sleep. There are some people that sleep, but the rest of the population cannot sleep, and it's basically the world is tearing itself apart. So that's really quite an intriguing story, though. Really want to sit down with. Kind of got to be in the mood to read it, but yeah. And also the reference books they occasionally threw in. They give me a couple of nice ones, like the DK books, which, I mean, yeah, they're probably aimed at a slightly younger audience, because they're the light reference books. I've got the Sherlock Holmes one up there, and I've also got the crime one and the movie ones, and they're cool because, you know, okay, yeah, they're for a younger audience, kind of, because DK tends to be for a younger audience, but that's not necessarily a bad thing as an adult, because even as an adult, you don't know everything, and having a book that is going to, like the crime book, tells you about famous, you know, crimes, and there are crimes and things that I probably weren't aware of, and different criminals, and then obviously you can use those as a jumping off point if you want to learn more and get more in depth. But as a general overview of, here are some really interesting crimes, here's like some of the considered the best movies, here's everything you ever wanted to know about Sherlock Holmes. There's one on religion, there's one on the sciences. I think like they've got, I don't know if they have got physics, biochem, I can't remember, but there's definitely a science, you know, a couple of science-based books, philosophy ones. And I liked when they were putting those in as well. I did enjoy getting those. But you know, we'll you know, the graphic novels will still have their place. I'll, you know, still keep collecting them, keeping them nice. I just, you know, I wish I'd go back to mixing up a little bit and chucking some novels and reference books in as well. But they've come through. They've sent me my comics. I don't know if like other people are getting the same comics or they're just randomly selecting them, but they are two different comics. And this one I'm definitely going to be having a close look at. And this one I will give it a read, but because I'm not as into modern DC, I don't know if this is going to carry on. Well, this is more self-contained. Okay, I think I've waffled enough. So, yeah. It is Christmas Eve when I'm recording this. I wish I could give you an answer on what's gone on with my Geek Gear. We've had some Geek Gear boxes. I will try and sort of sort it out. I do know they've renewed my subscription, so we're definitely going to be getting boxes going forward. I just don't know when they've arrived. And hopefully there'll be like a little apology note on them as well. But anyway, that's it for this opening, unboxing, unbagging of my my new comic books. Thank you, Zavvi, the Hut Group, for, you know, rectifying the mistake and sending these out as a separate bundle. I do appreciate that. And hey, I still got the individual comic issues as well, so that's fun. I got nothing left to say now, except if you're watching this and not my daily vlog, thank you for watching this. You can watch the vlog as well. But if you're not watching any of my other videos, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Unless I get boxes in the meantime, but definitely Merry Christmas, because I doubt I'm going to get anything now. I'm definitely in waffle mode. I've been Michelle, you've been listening, and I will see you next time. Bye! You're awesome. Bye.